don't know why I feel less mentally prepared for this heat this morning. Might because I had a lovely, since I finished yesterday, the aircon in the house, I'd had it on all day. It was delightful in there, like a refrigerator. I've come out this morning, just boom. Anyway, just wouldn't be. I'm a Brit at the end of the day. We're out a weather report every day. It just wouldn't be right, would it? We're moaning about it anyway. But I am off now to pick up a car. Need to hurry up and get one of them bought out here because this is a pain in the arse. Just one of them things I never seem to get round to. And then from there, I'm going to be heading to my fry pond with KB. Just some pretty cool stuff, which I will check with him. I'm allowed to share some of his little techniques that he uses, but all to further the results at the end of it all. Here we are again on location. Just seen Makoto as we got here discussing the numbers from yesterday, and as they all like to point out, not easy. It doesn't matter how good that female fish might be, where it's from, getting the pairing, getting the numbers, time plays a big part. Crazy, but it's good fun, amazing discussions to be having. So just having a quick march around. I doubt very much we'll see any in the bank. Given how friggin' hot it is, most of them will be in the middle down at the bottom. But anyway, let's get on with this one.
It's 7.5.
There we go. So part of today,
Very good reading.
Yeah, KB really likes to keep track of the pHs of the pond, and just to bust a few myths, the pH of that pond right now is 7.5 according to that test. So KB's just explaining that it all really varies as well, just as it does in England, by the way, where the water comes from. He's got ponds in one area where it comes from a reservoir, pH comes in really low. Around here you can see that's really neutral, 7.5, be no different to that water in England. Some need buffering, some don't. Depends on how the pond's performing, stocking level, amount of food, amount of rain. No different, area by area, no doubt, around Japan as well. So I'm just going to show you quickly what it is that we're going to do, and then get on with it. So in here is a very special own brew bacteria that KB makes. That the pond's going to get dosed with to increase the bio performance. And then this device here, I can't remember if I shared this last time. Looks like a medieval weapon, torture rack or something. So that is actually for basically kind of dredging the bottom of the pond. So he explained to me the base of the mud pond is obviously a biological filter. It's the main, it's the heartbeat of the pond. And what can happen is it can kind of seal itself with the clay on the top. So this is actually used, we're going to pull that along, and it's going to disturb and disrupt the base of the pond, get more oxygen down there as well, but increase the biological activity. A little bit similar to the likes of when you see K1 in a fluid bed. Part of the magic of that is that the general motion actually allows dead biofilm to be knocked off for new, hungrier biofilm to emerge. Look at that, no messing. See, I've always told you can learn a lot by smells. Getting a general feel for the condition, ammonia, etc. No test kit for that inside.
I saw one more time. Ricky is pouring the bacteria mix in the pond. Right.
Right, so now you can see the medieval torture rack in action. And this is exactly, look, what it's doing. Pulling the base of the pond to pieces. Get that agitation, get the bacteria really activated. Now, I must say, as he's doing this, this is not all breeders are doing this stuff. It really depends on effort, mentality, where they're at. It's not an absolute essential, but you will know from my time with these guys, they like to put in maximum effort to yield the best results. And it's these kind of things, as you will know as well as hobbyists, the little bits that you can do. Don't need to be doing too much, as you know, but could just make a big difference to the end results. Just the same as with me back at the facility, little things that I'll do, that investment in the right food, quality of water, all the rest of it is what gets those results out at the end. And I've got to say, and all the time I do it, is the first time I've actually seen this. Not to say that there's plenty of other breeders doing it, but I get the principle of it. And of course, we want the best results for those fish in this pond, don't we? So yeah, that bacteria, the smell of the stuff as well. I've actually got the recipe for it. I've had it for a while, but it's one of them things you got to invest quite a lot of time in getting it going, and it never got done. But looking at it, crikey, smell of it as well. I think fish should be pished up, be half cut, bit time they were done on that. But anyway, let's get back to this one. I think I've got some culling in a little bit as well, some more training, and then off to see Saito this afternoon.
Japanese slave labor here.
How far's the pipe? Past it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Play something now. Walking in mud. Whew. That exposes you. Anyway, I'll just show you this quickly before I get my sweatsuit off. And I haven't even had my coffee yet this morning. Yeah, that feels good. Now you've done something there to improve the chances of an even better result out of there. Banging, and clever stuff, really clever stuff with the bacteria. So that is the dredged pond. Is it dredged? I don't think I'm using the right word. These guys actually call it scratching. Obviously, not only that, disrupting the bottom, any toxic gases in the clay as well can all be released and come up to the surface. Happy days. Just going to share with you quickly, because my little chat with Makoto before I got there, he pointed out, just as us back home they're struggling for rain out here this year, which means they're struggling for water. I've seen the streams and stuff that last time were just flowing like mad down to a trickle. So this mud pond, which would typically be full of fry right now, has actually been reserved for water. That's it, so they can use this water to spread amongst the ponds in this area when required. It's big stuff out here with these ponds, because if the water levels get too low, that naturally then means there's less water volume, which means less feeding. And when it's that warm, fry a little bit different, but with the bigger fish it's a nightmare, because you end up with them really stretching out, and it can be difficult to get the volume. So I think I got everything a bit confused with what was bloody going on with KB this morning. Got my pond done, however, no selection with those guys, so that's going to be Saito this afternoon. So now I've got my car, I thought I'd seize the opportunity. I've come up to those familiar places. They might be getting familiar to you now. I'm right up at the highest pond at NND, where over there my female parent resides. See if we can see anything. But this pond, I've shown you this pond last time. I'm going to show you it again. I've mentioned the water shortage this morning. This is fucking nuts how low this actually is. Let me flip it around and let you have a look. So you can see, obviously that realistically is the start of the bank of the pond, and even you can see the water line there. Look how far that's actually gone down, I would say fairly recently, given it's not fully dried out yet. That is crazy. That across that pond is a bonkers amount of water that is going to drastically affect what's going on in there. But this is the game. It's nature. It's what you're dealing with mud ponds. It's tough. I really can't express enough how difficult it is. Let's see what's going on with this one as well. I don't know now this time of year, the turbidity of the pond tends to pick up a bit, but yeah, I mean this wasn't all the way, but again, you can see it, look. Crazy. And there's absolutely nothing they can do other than pray for a bit of rain. And looking at the forecast here right now as well, there's nothing but heat. The typical kind of rainy season. Been and gone. You can see, look, I've just marched over. I can't know if you can recall this. Obviously there was plenty of water running in here last time. Really, and even over there, all you could hear was water running, because there's just nothing now. Absolutely nothing. And I think there's a huge difference in that turbidity of the water. Probably highly unlikely we see anything, but we'll give it a shot. I'll go and chuck a few pellets in and we'll have a look. You can see the huge difference in the water. It really is muddy now. I know that sounds daft, but you can literally look back and compare it to last time. Which, obviously, given how hot it is as well, we're what, 10:30 now, sun's really picking up. There you don't want to be. Koi have the choice in a mud pond, you know, they can get out of the way of it. Certainly a choice I'll be making as soon as I can. We'll probably find this to be the case with the next few ponds I'm going to show you as we drive down, but we will wait and see. With the Tosai, it's probably more of a case now that they're growing, they're getting bigger, so they're rummaging more as well. So this is when the mystery of the mud pond really starts. You might just catch little glimmers now through until autumn. But we really did well last time to see so much. No, I've hung around for quite a while there and no signs. I can't even see activity. The turbidity is that much, any movement in the feeding zone. Generally when it's a bit clearer, the pellets hit the bottom, they start rummaging. You get the plume of clay come up, but hey, there we go. So let's have a drive down now and see if we can see anything in any of the other areas. So I'm heading to the pond where I shared with you two special jumbo Tosai I have last time. Just as we're heading there, look again here. This pond was right up to the edge last time, if I recall. Massively down, and I can't hear water running anywhere. That one pond I'm heading to, down as well. It's crazy. Obviously it's been, I don't know how it compares to usual. I've not been here this time of year for quite a while. Obviously with Makoto saying it's a problem, I should imagine this is a problem right now. This watercolour is looking fantastic. Wow, got some bodies there, look. It's nice to see. We might get a bit of action here. Let's see how big these are looking. These are going to be getting, oh, they look it there, Jesus. Chunky, to say the least. Wow. They're all here, look. We should get some action. You can see now as well, we've got colour food mixed in. Game time. Until the pellets start sinking and they all feck off to the bottom. Isn't that just the ultimate torment, look? Staring at colourful shadows. I think that's that. Game over. buggers. It's torture when you want to see your fish as well, let me tell you. Oh, that kohaku's looking chunky, jeez. So that was more of a torment than the last one, because you could see colourful shadows, but no detail other than those couple of clearly very dominant kohaku. Freaking size of them. Next one then, let's go and try my pond up here with the grow out fish in. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you guys that we can see some of those for the fish owners in there. And what we got after that, probably have a drive down. I might check the what's the word, Champion Mud Pond. Let's see how we're doing for time, because I've got a couple of videos I need to get uploaded onto the channel, which are kind of priority. So, and I'm busy all afternoon, but let's wait and see. So here we are at the grow out pond, my pond up here. Just seen there's a sank here, that looks fucking massive. Wow. This water level is down. Clearly the water level police today. However, it doesn't look as bad as some of the others. But again, water turbidity picked up a lot. Oh, however, look, we have bodies. Size of them guys, honestly, they are substantially bigger shadows than last time, let me tell you. So let's get some, I'll get up on deck and we'll get some food thrown in. Right, let's give it a shot. They did all just come racing over. Boom! Wow, the size of them. Unbelievable transformation there. Absolutely, I'm blown away. I really am blown away there. That might be the best glimpse we got. They've gone to deck now. I'll let them take that for a minute. See if I can tease them back to the surface. Blow me neck, that is... this is the nice thing with those small Tosai. When they get in here, it's so explosive. Oh, rest of them charging over. They're all actually circling around under the deck. It's that bright on my phone screen, I'm struggling to see what it's actually filming. Going mad for it around here. Wow. Honestly, they've grown so much, it's mad. I say it's mad, I expect it. It's nice to see the kind of increase from last time to this time. It's so stark. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. That was very nice to see, I must say. They're doing exceptionally well. Really, really are. If you've got one of those fish in there, oh, autumn is going to be very, very exciting. I can see with that. I like this pond as well. Obviously, it's quite well shaded. Good chunks of it, look. So, yeah, that'll keep water temperature a little bit more stable. They're looking superb. That's awesome. Right, I tell you what, we'll go do it. Champion Mud Pond. It's 5 to 11 now. Give me time to get back, to get a little bit done. Oh wow, let me see if I can this pond that I walked past to get to that one, a few fish in the bank. Let's flip it around. Yeah, that's typical, wasn't quite enough. Oh, here we go, look. I can't actually see on the screen if you can see them. But what we might get... Oh no, I'm not sure I can get onto that deck. Roland here, I should be alright, look. I'm telling you now, there'll be some weapons in this pond, because I know it's one of his ones that he's particularly fond of. Holy shit, yeah, weapons is an understatement from what I can see there. There's a particular Showa he showed me back in December, I think it was. And when I was here last time, it's one of them fish I didn't manage to track down. But trust me, quite spectacular. But these things look big. Same as though, look, the minute them pellets start sinking, they're all there. Struggling to get them to break the surface. Serious torment that, isn't it? Absolute torture. Anyway, I will have a quick drive down, because on the way to the Champion Mud Pond is the pond where I've got my super special stash collection Showa. And I struggled seeing it last time, so I should imagine this time's going to be pretty much impossible, but we'll give it a shot. So this is that pond. All looks very calm and still. Let's have a look. So pretty much everything's on the colour food by the looks of it now as well. Oh, game time. Actually, this water is surprisingly clear, look. Surprisingly clear. Until they start going mad in mud in a minute. Oh God, I swear that's her there. Torture again. Absolute torture. And there it is. Stunning. And it just wouldn't be fitting if I didn't point out how low that water level is as well. Flipping heck. When you actually think, I mean, the depth that must equate to there, it's got to be a couple of feet. At least 18 inches, at least. That scaled up over the size of that pond, how much water that actually is in volume loss. Crazy. Clarity is quite good on the bank, so you never know. I'll drag myself up and we'll get a few pellets in. Show there, straight on it, no messing. See, being the only one. It's having a feast right now. Oh, here we go. Get a bit more. I'll tell you what, this food again, I think I mentioned it last time. The smell of silkworm as I opened up that feeder was crazy. Now I saw one of the bags in the fish house of this stuff, and I got AI on it and translated it, and there was actually not even, there was no ingredient list. just said growth food. I think the basic nutritional analysis on it, but that smell is unmistakable. Say it's Hikari Curing manufactured, just in a very plain bag. Still won't change out for me. I'd be hammering that sake in here. You see, even interestingly, even when you talk to the breeders about it, they regard it as expensive, even over here. The Japanese prices, obviously in comparison to this stuff, maybe whatever they're buying, using some of the other brands, cheaper brand foods. But I'm telling you now, I would love to see when you've got this environment and you're using that stuff, what the results would actually be. Because all the upside benefits would still be the same, you know, reduction in waste. It's going to benefit the pond, especially, you know, given an environment like this, obviously lower water level, you've got you basically managing pollution more. But anyway, it's another torment, guys, as much as I'm going to be able to show you, I think. Right, I'm heading back down to civilization now. I think me and KB are going to this ramen shop. He's a bit of a foodie as well. He introduced me to it last time, but it's the day when I was circling drain, so be nice to actually feel all right and go there this time. It's some guy's kind of signature flavour. It was fucking banging anyway. So I'm gonna head there and then we'll see where we get this afternoon. I will have to check with Saito again if he's happy for me to film. He is quite a secretive guy when it comes to his mud ponds and bits and bobs. The hell is that in trees? Wow. I'm on snake watch as I'm walking as well. I've seen one of the fuckers laid out in road on my way up. Not a fan of that. Yeah, so I will check. Fingers crossed he'll allow it. But if not, I'll report back after. But let's wait and see. So I'm now in the one and only Yamakoshi, just following Saito to his pond. So let's see what this brings. I'm sweating my bollocks off. Anyway, as I kind of expected, I am Saito, one of his mud pond areas now. This is as much as I've been allowed to film when he wants me to film. Really got to respect that. Becoming a bit of a problem in Japan, in all honesty, especially like in autumn, with the amount of, I won't say more tourists, but visitors coming on trips, especially from particular countries where they just show no respect. I mean, not forgetting how for generations this was so closed off. Having to I say kind of adapt with the times right now. I think it's being forced by not knowing how to deal with the kind of rampage of cameras that enter a fish house at harvest time and stuff like that. So I always like to check, really important, 'cause for me as well, I know I want to be trusted that, you know, anything I get taught, done or get shown isn't just going to be broadcast when they don't want it to be. Been fascinating, however, quite an interesting spawning, a Deutskin Showa, Benikikukuru, Deutsch Kujaku cross, all thrown in there. And yeah, it took me, I'd say, a good sort of 40 minutes or so just watching. Went away, did my first lot, went back to watch actually for 10 more minutes because yeah, it was getting me clock round it. Interesting, small size as well, but very glad I've done that because, you know, all varieties interest me in future. Who knows where I may head with it all as well. So any bit of training I can get, I'm going to lap up. But yeah, sorry, can't share more on that one. But it is El Scorchio. It has been a banger. I'm very pleased to share that there's going to be a hell of a lot. He's had a lot of great spawnings of a lot of the popular stuff from Saito that we've already got deals with in motion as well, which I'm, yeah, happy about, very happy about. So I think that's going to be it for today, because when I get back I'm retreating to the aircon. So unless I end up doing something interesting, it's kind of 3:30 now anyway, I can't see it. That'll be it for today, guys. he has actually just given me permission to feed and film this Nisai pond. As much as we can see, obviously. Doing the same trick as everything earlier. So he is quite fortunate in this area. He has actually still got a good amount of water flowing into the ponds, and this particular pond he says is probably the best one. Oh, look at that, they're a nightmare. Heads down. Yes, because he has got basically cold mountain water running, and it runs down into the pond to mix in and overflowing out, just keeping it a little bit cooler. Really important stuff, because it is sweltering right now. It's all these little advantages that will create that slightly better end result. But he was raving about the Ginringoshiki he's got in here. Hey, here we go, look. Good mad for it now, buggered off, look. Proper rummaging in. There's about 70 fish in this one, all in all. A lot of his more unusual stuff in there. Sono ike wa 70 biki gurai. 70 biki, kono ike. Right. Yeah, about 70 fish. Aki wa nan senchi gurai? Honto ne. So there'll be about 45 cm, 40-45 by autumn. This is really that period now, rainy season's gone. Temps are up. Feed, feed, feed. Max it all out.